Zuckerberg, dono da Meta, cara, do Facebook, do Instagram, tá treinando jiu-jitsu. Você sabia disso? Comenta aqui embaixo para eu saber também, porque eu tava aí perdido nesse mundo, cara, não tava sabendo disso. Comecei a pesquisar e encontrei um corte dele com o Joe Rogan, onde o Zuckerberg fala da sua paixão aí pelo MMA e também pelo jiu-jitsu. Então vou deixar esse corte no final para que vocês assistam, mas antes vamos dar uma olhadinha nessas imagens aqui. Nesse fim de semana rolou um campeonato na Califórnia de kimono e sem kimono, ou seja, gi e no gi. E o Zuckerberg participou, cara, o cara estreou de kimono e sem kimono. Foi campeão, não sei se foi nas duas categorias, se você já estiver por dentro também comenta aqui, porque através dessas imagens eu percebi e falei, caraca, esse cara treina jiu-jitsu, eu não sabia que esse cara treinava jiu-jitsu. Então fui pesquisar, bati nesse corte aí do Joe Rogan, cara, fiquei impressionado. Eu treino jiu-jitsu desde criança, desde 1984, e eu não imaginava, cara, o quão longe o jiu-jitsu poderia chegar, não só impactando diferentes países, continentes, culturas, mas também personalidades, né? Personalidades desse mundo aí tão moderno, tecnológico, né? Agora que você já viu essas imagens, vamos dar uma olhada nesse corte. Só não deixe de se inscrever. Se inscreve aí, pô, dá essa força, deixa o seu like, comenta e aí você compartilha também, que assim como eu, milhares de pessoas no mundo do jiu-jitsu não sabem que esse cara já tá treinando jiu-jitsu. E aí, tu acha que ele vai continuar competindo?
I mean, my goal for these next set of platforms, they are going to be more immersive and hopefully they'll be more useful. But I don't necessarily want the people to spend more time with computers. I just want the time that people spend with screens to be better. Because, I mean, today, so much of it is like you're just sitting around and, I don't know, in this like beta state, consuming stuff. And I think that's like, I don't know. I mean, so you asked me, how do I control my own social media time or my time on this stuff? It's like, I mean, I do a bunch of social media. I do a lot of messaging. I really don't watch that much TV. And that's because I just don't have that much. I don't know. I find it puts me in this really weird mental state to unless there's something that I'm just like really attached to, right? So like I really like watching like UFC, for example, but that's because I also like doing the sport.
How did you get introduced to martial arts training? Like how long ago was this?
It was in the last 12 months, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because it was basically I used to just run a lot and just do that, and then basically since COVID, it's like got super into surfing and foiling, then got really into MMA.
So how did you initially approach it? Like, how did you get a trainer? Like, what did you do?
I know a bunch of people who are into it. There's actually this really interesting connection between people who surf and do jiu-jitsu.
Oh yeah,
so
a lot of similarities.
So a bunch of the guys who I do that with, they kind of have gyms in Kauai, and I basically collected a bunch of recommendations, ran them by a bunch of people who I know, and I ended up. I trained with this guy, Dave Camarillo.
I know Dave.
Yeah, Guerrilla Jiu Jitsu.
Yeah.
And he's awesome. He's
great.
Yeah, super nice guy. And I feel like I'm learning a ton. And the crazy thing is, like, I don't know. I mean, it really is the best sport. I don't. The question isn't how did I get into it. It's how did I not know about it until just now. From the very first session that I did. Like 5 minutes in, I was like, where has this been my whole life? It's like, all right, my mom made me do 3 varsity sports, and like my life took a wrong turn when I chose to do fencing competitively instead of wrestling in high school or something, right? It's like there's something that's just so primal about it. That's I don't know. It's and I've since then I've just introduced a bunch of my friends to it, and that's been really fun because now it's like we train together and we just like wrestle together, and just I don't know. There's like a certain intensity to it that I like, and it's I don't know. Maybe it's like there's this cultural thing where maybe a lot of people haven't considered it,
right?
But I've had 100% hit rate of introducing friends to it and converting them to people who now train. Every single person who I've kind of shown it to is like, this is amazing. This is like obviously how I should be training and working out.